Bruce Lee, a name that echoes in the martial arts world as the ultimate fighter, innovator, and philosopher. His influence transcended traditional martial arts and continues to shape modern-day combat sports. But one of the most profound ways Bruce Lee changed the martial arts landscape was by revolutionizing karate, a technique many believe to be rigid and predictable. Today we're diving deep into how Bruce Lee transformed karate for self-defense, reshaping it into a versatile, practical, and dynamic style. So if you're ready to learn the best self-defense techniques from Bruce Lee himself, stick with us till the end. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Bruce Lee's early influence on martial arts. Before we dive into how Bruce Lee specifically transformed karate, it's important to understand his background and his journey into martial arts. Born in 1940 in San Francisco, Bruce Lee grew up in Hong Kong, where he was introduced to martial arts at a young age. His first foray into the world of martial arts was through Wing Chun Kung Fu, a highly effective system of self-defense that focuses on speed, precision, and power. But Bruce Lee wasn't satisfied with limiting himself to just one system. In the 1960s, after spending time in the United States, Bruce Lee began to critique traditional martial arts, particularly karate. At the time, karate was practiced in a very traditional, almost ritualistic manner. Techniques were slow, overly structured, and often ineffective in real-world combat situations. Bruce Lee saw the limitations of these traditional systems and sought to incorporate what worked best into his own system, Jeet Kune Do, JKD, which would change how martial artists approached combat forever. The traditional karate approach. To understand how Bruce Lee transformed karate, we must first look at what traditional karate involved. Karate originated in Japan and Okinawa and was based on powerful strike stances and blocking techniques. Practitioners were often trained in a series of kata, patterns or forms, that they would repeat over and over, perfecting the movements in isolation. While these forms were effective in a controlled environment, they didn't always translate well to the unpredictability of real-world fights. In traditional karate, much of the training was focused on muscle memory and precise movements rather than adaptability and quick thinking. While karate practitioners were incredibly disciplined and strong, many of them lacked the fluidity and speed required to succeed in a fast-paced street fight. Bruce Lee observed this and realized that self-defense wasn't just about power and technique, it was about efficiency, adaptability, and speed. To him, the slow, repetitive movements of traditional karate didn't match the chaos of a real street altercation. That's when he began to reshape and adapt karate to a more practical approach. Bruce Lee's influence on karate. Bruce Lee's unique philosophy, known as absorb what is useful, discard what is not, became the